In this video, I will explain how to use a comma. There are two main reasons that we use commas. Reason number one is to separate items in a list. Reason two, separating the parts of a sentence. Reason number one, separating items in a list. Here is a sentence. Rachel never forgot to bring her pen, pencil, ruler, rubber and pencil sharpener to lessons. Now we have a list here of the things that Rachel never forgot to bring to lessons. So we need to put commas between those words to show that they are separate items in a list. And so we insert a comma after pen, pencil and ruler. You'll notice we don't put one after rubber because instead we have the word and to introduce the final item in the list. Reason number two, separating the parts of a sentence. Here is a sentence. Rachel is planning on going for a run after school unless it is raining. Now this requires one comma to separate the first part of the sentence, Rachel is planning on going for a run after school, with the second part of the sentence, unless it is raining. The phrase unless it is raining would not stand alone as a sentence, but instead serves as a condition under which the first part of the sentence, the first idea of going for a run, is determined. Where you put a comma really does make a difference to the meaning of a sentence. This classic example about eating grandma shows you this very powerfully. Let's eat grandma without a comma is suggesting we all become cannibals and eat grandma. Let's eat grandma with a comma between eat and grandma is instead providing an instruction to grandma to join everybody in eating. Let's eat grandma. Here's another example of the same words having different meaning depending on where the punctuation comes. A woman, comma, without her man, comma, is nothing. In this sentence, this is suggesting that a woman is nothing unless she has a man. Whereas in this next sentence, a woman, colon, without her, comma, man is nothing, instead is putting forward the opposite idea and is suggesting that man is nothing without a woman. So how do I work out where a comma should go? Well, there are three questions you can ask when you read a sentence to try and work out where to put a comma in. The first one is, would you naturally pause when reading this aloud? Commas often occur where it would make sense to pause when reading a sentence aloud. Secondly, are you putting forward an opposing idea to what you have just said, and so do you need to divide the parts of the sentence? Thirdly, are you identifying a condition under which something could happen? So this is likely to either come at the start or the end of a sentence, such as the unless it is raining example, where you are putting a condition for the main idea of the sentence happening. And again, a comma would be needed to separate that part of the sentence from the main part. So to recap, there are two main reasons to use a comma. Firstly, to separate items in a list. Secondly, to separate the parts of a sentence.